back again.
We are at McKinney Falls State Park. This is our old haunt. When we lived in Austin, we came here
A lot.
all the time. We usually just did the main loop.
The Onion Creek Trail.
Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Oh.
I actually know things about this park.
I just know how to get here and where to go.
So, yeah, we're going to do the Onion Creek Trail first.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the big loop that's pretty easy to get to. The rest of the trails are actually across the river. Mm-hmm. So you have to,
the creek.
The creek. We have to take our shoes off and cross and, all that stuff.
So if you're going to come here and you don't want to get wet, the first trail we're going to do is the one that's probably the most popular because it's the easiest to get to. Then there's 3 trails across the creek. They have 2 other trails. One has always been closed. It's been closed since 2000.
Forever.
13.
Since we can remember.
Yeah, I went on them when I was little, but we've never gone. Since we've been coming, they've been closed due to flood damage. So we'll get out there and see what's open, and we'll go for a hike.
So I've come here quite a bit doing some mountain biking. We're on the Onion Creek Trail right now. Ooh. And my biggest complaint about this trail is there's actually a creek behind me. Not that you can tell, because there's so much there that you can't even see it. Lydia even just saw a duck, but it's because all the flooding and how much it takes to just clear this out. Every time it floods, it doesn't get a lot of love. So there's a creek back there that you can't quite see. And it continues all the way down this trail.
2 ducks. So it looks like they're going to be adding some new section of trails out here, which is really awesome. We just came across this sign next to this closed thing. I guess they're going to be putting in a whole new section of the Onion Creek Trail. So maybe when we come back next time, there'll be more to hike.
So it's definitely been a while since we've been here, because the last time I was here, what definitely wasn't here are these houses. None of that was here last time I was here. And it's kind of a bummer, honestly, for me. But progress, what can you do?
Shelter trail a try. It doesn't say that it's closed anymore, and there's not anything blocking this trail off, so maybe it's open. There's also not a sign saying what it is, so we're gonna go find out. So this trail is mostly open. We made it, I don't know how far along, and then it shuts down right behind Billy, but totally worth it just to come see Old Baldy. kid, we came here for field trips, and this is the only part of the park that I really, really remember other than the waterfalls. We are back on the Onion Creek hike and bike trail. We're at the upper falls. We're gonna go check those out, but just a word of caution, flash flooding is a thing here, and it can very quickly go from looking like this to looking like this in a matter of minutes. So be careful. Keep an eye on the water, keep an eye on the weather. We're gonna go check it out. While editing, I realized we didn't shoot hardly any footage of the actual waterfalls at McKinney Falls State Park. I do have some really low quality cell phone footage that I will go ahead and add in. We started a TikTok account, which is also under a Foggy Path, if you want to go follow us there. And I was totally distracted with just getting footage for that, and we didn't even think to get actual good footage. Also, there was a group of college kids, and one of them jumped down on this rock and then couldn't get back up off the rock, and he was trying to climb up the legs of his other friend while all the other ones were holding onto the arms of that guy. I also have some terrible footage of that, which I can add in, but it totally distracted us while we were there, and we just forgot to shoot any other footage. So enjoy the low quality cell phone footage. We have made some wise choices. We jumped on a rock and now we can't get out. The obvious reason to get out would just be to swim over there. But no, we're gonna climb our friend.
Do it.
There's a lot of shouts of encouragement. What is this guy doing? He's gonna go face first. Okay, good job, you. My favorite part is all of these people doing the same thing that I'm doing. Oh, they've changed their minds.
Now he's getting self-conscious because everybody's filming.
Aww.
There
Is he gonna go for the swim?
He's checking it. He's feeling it. How's it feeling? It's gonna be cold. Oh, it's cold.
He's not liking that it's cold.
Okay, he's getting the shoes off. Here we go. That's actually a good move.
I think he's just gonna swim for it. I think he should just swim for it. Hey!
Hey, I took it off. Woo! Give the people what they want. It's gonna be cold. Enjoy, friend.
Yay! We are dragging. Oh, he made it. Oh, he slipped. We decided to take a break by the falls, and we are dragging. We made a very poor choice for lunch. We ate really big burgers and fries. So we're ready for a nap. But I think we just watched a guy get stuck on a rock. And that was pretty great. And we finally made it off. So,
odd to be young and dumb.
I guess that is our cue to move on. So let's go. so cold. I don't want to
Power
slip.
through. Just take your time. Anything,
Oh my god, it's so cold.
anything for the gram, babe. You can do it. Slippery?
Yes. My feet hurt. It's so cold.
And I got the towel. We gotta make it
So cold.
all the way over there.
You don't have to be perfect. Broken bones are worth their weight in gold. They prove you're alive. No fears or regrets. Just take the jump and hold your breath. It feels good to be alive. Oh, if you trip, get up again. Here we go, we're ascending. I feel so alive. I feel so alive. I feel the blood rush through my veins. I can take on the world when you're next to me. And I feel so alive. I feel so alive.
The sun is going down and it's really shady in here, and it legit feels like being Snow White wandering through the woods.
Life is the fullest when you keep chasing down your dream. Oh, when the stars light up the sky, here we go to a new high. I feel so alive. I feel so alive. I feel the blood rush through my veins. I can take on the world when you're next to me. And I feel so alive. I feel so alive.
We're not filming as much, but you can't tell because the camera brightens everything, but we're losing daylight and we don't want to get caught out here
In the dark.
in the dark or crossing the creek while it is dark. So it's already slippery enough. So we're booking it. Right, babe?
Yeah, we have about a mile left to go.
Ugh.
So
Branch.
should be bang on pretty close. Getting back just about dark. We made it back to here. Now we just have to go the rest of this purple loop back across the creek. We're done. It got dark.
Luckily, we brought a light.
I love it out here. We never get to go hiking at this time of day. It's really, really cool. Now it really feels like Snow White, but when it gets to the scary part and all the monstery things are chasing her through the dark. Let us continue. This is the old mill that was here. much of it. Well, we made it, but not unscathed.
You can't tell. Oh, no, you can. Yeah, here's the light. Lydia fell in.
Yay! But I didn't get the light wet.
That's the important
And
part.
I saved my shoes.
We made
Well,
it. It's dark.
I don't have pants on. I got soaking wet. It was great. It was hilarious. I so badly wish that we could have caught that on camera.
It was, the water is freezing cold.
Oh my gosh.
We did it barefoot.
Yeah.
I almost went down first. It was pretty
It's
hilarious.
so funny.
And
And then 3 seconds later.
Yeah, and then right after that, poor Lydia fell and got wet. So
it was hilarious.
now we are done. We walked all the trails.
We did. I thought we'd walked them all before, but the one way at the back, I don't know the name. I'll put it in here. That one we have never walked before, and it's beautiful. It turned out to
Yeah.
be my favorite trail in the whole park. Naturally, the farthest one away and the hardest one to get to, but it was my favorite.
All in all, everything was nice. I mean, it's a little dirtier than most parks, but that's just because there's a lot of people here.
There's a lot of people
And
here.
also
it's a lot of
because-
party stuff. Like, you're not supposed to bring coolers and drinks and things, but people do. I mean,
But also because of the flooding, because like this will come through and flood every once in a while. It
Bad.
also brings a lot of trash.
yeah, and it all just gets hung up
It
out
just
there.
gets hung up on the trees, which is
Yeah.
it sucks. But I don't expect anybody to go out there and try to clean it up because
Yeah.
it's a lot.
It's a lot. So, but I mean, I still love it here. Like I said, we used to come here all the time, like at least once a week
Yeah,
when we first
quite
moved here.
often. So
Although we rarely did the ones across the way because we didn't want to slip in the water and get wet. So
I think I did the first time.
You
we
did the
went.
first time
I
we
think
went
I
over.
did the first
Yeah.
time. But either way,
now we're even.
we're even and we're done, and we're going to head home.
Yes,
And,
I would say real quick, favorites.
I liked crossing.
Thanks. Least favorite. I don't really feel like I have a heavy con here. Also, the one trail that has been closed every time that we've come, we got to go walk on, and Old Baldy is out there. There's like this huge, I think it's a cypress tree.
Yeah, it's a huge tree.
It's huge,
It's big.
massive, and we got to go out and see that. And that was
They got a really
nice.
nice bridge right in front of it, so you can kind of around and look at it.
And there's some sort of like kids day camp thing happening here. Also, tons of kids, tons of like little ones out exploring.
exploring.
Yeah.
So it was
really
definitely. I mean, all in all, it's a great park, and
It
I
really
think
is.
that you should come out. The checking in was fine. The lady had us on the computer. She was actually excited because she
Yeah.
asked if I had reservations, and Lydia had made them just
On
before,
the
our
way
way
here.
here. And we lucked out that we were able to get in, and I pulled up and told her my name, and she was like, "You're the first one to do this.
And
Thank
it
you."
was 1:30 when we checked in. Everybody else is just
everybody
been
else.
driving up,
So she just let
make
me in.
reservations. They appreciate it. Also, advice: watch your step. Going across the creek is slippery. The big mossy, like flowy mossy patches that look like you really don't want to step on them. Step on those. They give you a lot more traction.
Other than that, I mean, the overall park is great.
I love it here.
It's like anything. It's a lot of fun to swim at when it's summertime.
Yes.
It's very busy when it is
Yes.
summertime, especially on the weekends. So I would, if you want to kind of get the full experience of it, I would definitely come when it's a little warmer so you can check out the swimming
Actually
holes.
enjoy the swimming rather than just being freezing the whole time.
Trails on the side of the park before you cross are not hard. They're
No.
like pavement.
Yeah.
Like they're paved. It's very nice.
Yeah.
They're pretty, but they're not hard. The ones across the way are a little more like hiking trails. Like
yeah,
you're up
over
and
there,
down.
I wish I'd have had my hiking shoes on rather than just like my tennis shoes.
Yeah, so. But they weren't particularly challenging. They're just long.
They're just long, and it's like a lot of roots and stumps. Like I know I tripped a couple of times because
Yeah.
I was admiring the forest, and clunk, there I go. So it's been very clumsy today.
But all in all, a beautiful day that started in the sun and ended in the dark.
But we made it.
Also, go like this video, comment, follow us on all the social media stuff. We would really appreciate it, and let us know how we're doing.
Yeah. That was weird.
Nailed it. What was weird?
The way that I ended that. Yeah.
And now it's Ghost Billy and Lydia.
Map cap. Okay, this is where the entrance is. We always park here. I don't know why, we just always have, and we always go counterclockwise on this trail. So that's what we did first. We did this whole loop. Yep, we came all the way back around to the car. We didn't do this because it just leads you down to the camping area, and we know that, and we didn't need to go that way, so we didn't. So we did that whole loop. Actually, that's a total lie. I'm gonna backtrack. We started here, we went all the way around to here. This trail has always been closed, so we decided, let's go and give it a try. So we went down, we got down to probably about right here. There, like Old Baldy is here. Is that number 4? No, that's the rock shelter. Number 3 is Old Baldy. So we can go down to here. This area is still closed because they're working on the rock shelter. You can kind of like go up, but you can't come all the way back down. So we saw Old Baldy, checked this out, and then backtracked, finished out this trail, got back in the car, and drove down over here. Then you go all the way down to the little cul-de-sac. I don't know if I can fit all these. We'll see. We crossed the very cold creek, and then we went this way. We did this whole trail. We kind of squiggled up here. You come down here. You go all the way around. Blah, da, 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 da. Then you bump off. Sorry, this map is so foldy. It was in my pocket when I fell in the creek, so that's what it is. Then we bumped off onto this one. Came around this way. Then we got to my favorite trail, which is the Williamson Creek Trail Overlook. Did it. Came back. Finished this out. By now it was getting pretty dark. By the time we made it to like here, we had lost all the daylight. So we finished this out in the dark, crossed back across the creek, had a fun, unexpected swim, and then came back and got in the car. And that's how we saw this park. Hope you enjoyed.